As the debates on Budget 2022 continued on Tuesday morning, more questions were proffered by the members of the opposition with regard to budgetary allocation in this year's $552.6 billion budget. The day's debate began with Opposition Member of Parliament and Shadow Minister of Agriculture, Kemrat Ramjatan, who, like the members who preceded him, referred to the budget as flawed. His reasons for this assertion rest solely on his belief that the budget did not provide a plan on how the government will address the serious issues of climate change.
We have to start studies and reports to plan for these events. What's the use of having so much money, knowing that the ecological times can come to harm us, and we have nothing of that here? All their planning in relation to ecological events would be flood relief, and then a discriminatory practice as to who gets this flood relief.
He noted that the government disregarded the APNU-AFC's green policy, which was better than the low-carbon development strategy. As such, he believes that there needs to be expert studies and reports to plan for climate change and its consequences. As it relates to the country's agricultural sector, Ramjatan demanded clarity for the allocation of $6 billion Ghana dollars to Guysuco. He reiterated that it is not feasible for government to continue to invest billions of dollars into the ailing sugar company. He also questioned the beneficiaries of the flood relief grant, alleging that they are the friends and family of the government. With regards to numerous tax reductions in the budget, Ramjatan sternly criticized the government's move to reverse the 2% withholding tax on resident contractors, which was implemented by the APNU-AFC government. During his presentation of the budget estimates last Wednesday, Dr. Ashni Singh had conveyed that this tax was severely affecting the liquidity of resident contractors, which resulted in the loss of competitiveness. However, Ramjatan sought to clarify the rationale behind the implementation of the tax.
And then as soon as Mr. Stacia came in and he started the enforcement of the tax laws, you see our revenue stream under that head, taxation, mounting. Mr. Speaker, it is important to know that all them contractors that will now not pay the 2% taxes, they use our roads.
The MP reminded that taxation is the duty of every citizen and it is unfair to cut taxes from contractors. This move, he said, will result in tremendous inequalities. Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa's response to how government will address climate change was to question what did the APNU-AFC do to address climate change. He denied the flood relief grant was an act of nepotism and read several letters of gratitude reportedly sent to his ministry from farmers. The minister also justified the reopening of the sugar estates.
When we invest another $6 billion, we create more jobs. Tens of thousands of jobs we create. And we help tens of thousands of families. We put in the village economy more cash.
Opposition member Don Hastings Williams sought clarity on the specific projects the government will undertake with the $6 billion allocated to Guysuco.
The Minister of Agriculture responsible for the sugar industry. Sugar that has receive a whopping $6 billion of this budget, and he barely had anything of substance to say on this industry.
She also recommended that more be included in the budget for hinterland students, such as the provision of transportation, increase in stipends for community service officers, construction of a new school in Camarang, and provision for opportunities for young Indigenous persons in the oil and gas industry. For the HDP Nightly News, Kendell Richmond.